Welcome back everyone to the final episode of Pineleaf Builds a Jungle Treehouse, where this month I built my little, flat. It was inspired by a flat a little bit. This this little farm here is a little bit strange, and maybe I should have built that in a slightly different way, but it's the end and I'm not going to worry about it. And it's more of an experiment than anything else to see how well a dried melon farm will work under the worst possible circumstances you could ever build anything. And of course, the other thing I learned about melon is that it is, as everybody has been claiming for a long time, the worst food saturation wise that you can possibly imagine. Yes. Now, what I want to do today is to get some additional support structures into here. If I could do this without breaking my neck, that will be, of course, be a great plus. For example, right there would be nice. And some points are going to be really tough to do. Yeah, especially with that going with. I don't think there's even. Yeah, right. I don't think there's a. How about right there? Fortunately, the angle I really want is to do it like. I'll take it. I guess that means that this is now redundant. And yeah. Alright, I'll accept that for the moment. Oh, it always... the siren call of a dropped piece. Unfortunately, I'm probably best not to try to go after that, because I'm sure that will cause me more grief than help. Yeah, and the idea here is that these are supports that are on the wood and helping to bear some of the weight, and then of course put the weight on the side of the trees. That's at least it in theory. And if I do this without falling down, though, well, no, if I fell right there, it would be plunge right down there unless I went a little bit to the side. Alright, and yeah. Now, of course, now that I put this here, I better put a light there also. Make sure nothing spawns on there. I don't think there's anything that can... Well, I've got a roof here, so that'll keep anything from falling on top of it anyway. Good. Alright, so therefore, hopefully that's a little bit more structurally sound than what I had before. Good. That's over there. Over here, I'll take that down temporarily. Didn't I just uncover that in a recent episode? And I put the vines away, didn't I? Well, I don't know why I used the plural there, because there's only one vine there. Or one... whatever is the proper way of saying it in that context. And we shall put this here. And what I want to do is see if I could get some of these stairs there without causing me too much grief. Or by grief, I mean falling down, plunging horribly to my death or anything like that. Ooh, watermelons. Ooh, rain. Oh, of course it rains on the last day. Is it regular rain or is it a thunderstorm? I don't see any lightning yet. Yoo-hoo, creepers, are you there? No? Okay. Hey, did that despawn yet? Of course it did. But this gives me a good platform for sticking this on here. Ah, life up in the canopy. Yeah, I'm still... Is there a way to... Well, there's a way to get... Oh, actually, that didn't despawn. Said the siren call of that last little piece that you dropped last time. I'm sure it'll be my doom someday. Alright, that has nothing to bear upon there. And... let's see. Up until there, up until there. Well, of course, so we've got these things. That's why I brought those with me, so that I could do that. Now let's put this here and put this here, and we are all nice, safe, and sealed away. I was going to say against a rainy day, but this is already a rainy day. Well, that does leave this one right here. Well, yeah, so let's see. That's there, that's there, that's... Yeah, that's where I wanted it. Alright, good. So I can place it properly if I do it right. So I figure I could do this on each side, and it will be good. Yes, I know. The sweet siren call of death, apparently. Okay. See, this is where the creeper comes up behind me. Okay, yeah, and good. Now, let me see if I could get this down here. I certainly don't want to go there. Ooh. Now, why do I have one here? No idea. Okay, now, let's see. We've got... we want... is this here or here? Actually, this could be... Ah! Well, in that case, we'll do that directly. Alright, fine. If that's the way it wants it, that's the way it'll do it. Now, it looks like the last sunset. Alright, I've got the supports I needed. I've got my protection against phantoms, so it's my propensity of not going outside. That's not going to be a major problem. My food source is unfortunately still downstairs. So I never did get a stable food source up here because... Ooh, I need to... 2 oak leaves. How would oak leaves look here? Slightly different texture, but I don't think that's a bad thing. I'll leave it. And next time I need to take down some leaves, remember to use shears instead of my hand, and all should be well. Good, good. Almost a stack of cocoa beans. Really? And 2 wheat seeds if I ever wanted to try creating wheat. Of course, cookies are almost as bad saturation-wise as... Actually, maybe worse than... If there's anything worse than melons, it might be cookies. So, therefore, yeah. Not a problem there. Alright, so a nice roof up here. I think it's a nice cozy home. We could just plop a bed probably near where you've got the one of the bearings. Maybe put a bed right there. Of course, that means getting wool and all that fun stuff, which you would need in order to get one. And I don't think I've seen any sheep. I'm so used to in the MHC not looking for sheep and all that stuff. And since this is descended from an MHC, don't get too close there. Nothing like plunging to your death way at the end. And while I might have hit the water and survived the fall, I'm sure a skeleton, drowned, zombie, creeper, or something like that would have made life nice and interesting for me, though none of them would have spawned next to the melons. See, the melons are coming out nice and wonderfully. Maybe I should have tried to build a wheat farm up there. Well, as I said, cookies aren't all that impressive either. But as long as I don't run into more skeletons, I don't think that's going to be a major problem. Alright, I'm going to call this a minor victory because I now have a full stack of cookies. Yes! More than anything else there. This, what age did that get up to? Age 6. 2. Interesting. And that's also 2. Oh, that one's 3. Okay. Because it certainly can't be a problem with light because this one should be getting plenty of light from there. So I'm wondering why this one is doing so much better. Now, I could see that this leaf here is a bit waterlogged, but that shouldn't make a difference for helping it with anything, because that leaf is waterlogged, but that one isn't. And waterlogged status really has no effect here. Now, I suppose that if I were serious about farming this stuff, I could do something like that. The problem is I've heard... Well, I will need water inside of there in the first place. So that's certainly not going to happen in the course of this series, since I should have thought of that last episode. I made this bucket way at the beginning and I never really used it. Sadness. A bucket's the terrible thing to waste. And I was thinking when I was doing the MHC side how vitally important it was for me to have a bucket. In fact, I thought it was so important that I dispensed with the idea of making a shield. Now, of course, someone had posted right after I got blown up by a creeper. Yeah, I know. Hindsight's 2020, of course. It says you should have made a shield. I said, well, duh. But yeah, it's sort of saying that, yeah, okay, fine. It would have been a good idea to have a shield, but the fact that I never used the bucket at all, I think, is the more telling factor in there. Because if I said that, yes, but the bucket would have come in very handy for other things when I got to the top and started my build and all this stuff, would have got my garden growing and everything there like that. Yeah, shown this is what a bucket could have done for me, and I could not have dispensed with doing that. And then I go out through this entire series, and I cannot remember ever using that thing. And if I did, obviously, it must be in a context that was never really important, because where's their water source? I don't see any water sources that I created here. Because look at that. See? No water source there. I'm using the natural water source of the lake there. Now, I did not know about this lake during the time of the MHC. I found this lake when I was looking in spectator mode after getting killed there. So therefore, I didn't know that I was going to have such ready access to a location with water in it. So we'll have to grant that. But no matter what, there is no denying that the... No, that's too little. That a shield would have been more immensely... No, I would have panicked completely and still gotten killed, I think, because when I run into the creepers, I panic. If I ever go to a time when I can play Minecraft and not panic when I see a creeper, then that means that I have finally gained... Alright. I've got nothing else to do with these bones, right? Because we are... Yeah, we've got about 2 minutes left to this series. So that is... There is an age 7 to it. Okay, you can't do anything else to that, alright? I was thinking, well then at least finish their growth up. That's at age 7 now. Oh! Apparently melons go straight to age 7 when you use bone meal on them. Or it goes up more than one. Perhaps I should have thought of that earlier, so I won't leave them with only 2 minutes in which to produce a melon. But I see red in the sky. The dawning of the end. And I finally satisfied my curiosity on building a treehouse, because this is something that I attempted to do first season of Wellstopia. I didn't record the first season of Wellstopia. I don't remember why. Probably because I really had no idea what to do in a multiplayer world and all that stuff, and I did so little there. I didn't understand how it worked, and in fact, I sort of didn't do too much at all at the location on there. I popped in every once in a while, did a little stuff on my town starter house, and went to a tree house that I attempted to build. And I think this... I'd say a mixture. There are a couple of things which I did there. I actually got a working crop farm on that other location because it was, I think I had a wheat farm or something like this on a second level. I actually had some stairs going up to the second level and did some stuff over there. But with the way the canopy is up here, because I believe I stopped right around where the trees became thick. Don't go down there because there's a creeper there. Yeah, I don't think there's anything I would have wanted to build up there. But I see a sun that is way up in the sky. Yeah, I think I have... Oh yeah, it is certainly well past day 9, well past 20 minutes, and well past the end of the series. No watermelons up here. There might be some rule that's keeping them from here, though it could simply be because it's only been 2 minutes. And we managed to get a treehouse built. I think it is all nice and safe, which is the most important thing there. The trickiest thing is if there were a creeper there, then I would have to move here quickly so the creeper's out of line of sight. I think if a creeper can't see you, it won't blow up, but I'm sure someday I'll find that's wrong the hard way. But that is the end of the series. Thank you for watching, and next month I'm sure we'll have another Minecraft parkour challenge where hopefully I won't do anything completely stupid and get myself blown up. But that will be the first MHC that will officially be under 1.13. Now, there might be still 1 or 2 players that will play under 1.12 because there is a rule that states that you either use the latest version of Minecraft or a version that's compatible, or the latest version of Baddies, and I doubt the current version of that 1.13 is able to support the current version of Baddies because they changed the entire infrastructure of the game. So therefore, I'm sure there'll be at some point a new version of Baddies. So there may be 1 or 2 holdovers for 1.12, but I would say most of us will be playing under 1.13, including myself, when we return next month for the Minecraft Hardcore Challenge. Even though this particular build right here was the consolation in normal mode after getting killed in... See? Babble long enough and the watermelon will grow. And that is it for tonight. And this is Pineleaf reminding you to build responsibly.